All right, guys, back with Mike at Less. So, it's Easter. Great day, a little cloudy outside. Not cloudy, yeah, cloudy and foggy. We supposed to get some rain today, but I think maybe till sometime this afternoon. So, y'all already know. I'm just trying to accumulate these miles. I got 1,698.8. I need to get to that 2K. And that 2K, that's where I put the Delco oil. I got the Delco oil, the long sleeve filter. I'll put that for the first time. And that is the final oil after everything was broken in. So that's the final oil, the Delco. So I'm very excited for that. Long journey, started in November, and now we're in April. I got to this point. So as I said, hold on guys. Yeah, as I said, just I'm trying to get to 2 bands, and yeah, then I'm gonna throw that Delco in. So yesterday, I went to the New York City International Car Show in the Javits Center. So, a lot of cars, people, a lot of cars, a lot of people. But I got the footage for y'all. And I hope y'all appreciate it, because it took me a lot of time to get footage. I had to use 2 cameras. I had to use the GoPro. I used a GoPro. I use the Insta360 because the crowd, you know, crazy crowd. So some places, just to get individual cars, it's just you gotta just fight through people. They have a slot, a 9 a.m. slot that they was doing only on Fridays and Saturdays, where you go in an hour early before the opening time. So the opening time is 10 o'clock. But if you pay, I think it's like $48, you could go on 1 hour early. I guess that's good for content creators, or I don't know, maybe media, anybody doing media or something like that. Hold on, guys. Keep kicking a little bit. Yeah, anybody doing any kind of media, that would be perfect for them. So I didn't do that. I decided to go. I actually went I got there around like 1 o'clock, people, honestly. Got there around like 1. And I had to look at my surroundings around and see how I could try to cover everything. So I basically was there for a few hours, maybe about 3 hours. I got videos, I got some pictures which I thought was worth it. And it was a lot. It's a lot. So sometimes, you know, when I do this, you know, I do this I don't only do it for myself. I do it for sometimes for people that can't make it there. Sometimes I used to, I won't even say sometime. You know, sometimes if it's like a show like a Rick Ross car show or something, and I can't make it there, I'm looking for the guys that recorded it, you know? And that will give me the motivation, like, yo, damn, I gotta go next year. So when I put this together, as I said, you know, it takes a lot of time. It takes my whole day recording, then I have to edit it and do all that. So I just hope, you know, people who support the channel that couldn't make it, which I get it, you know what I mean, y'all support the channel. So I actually got a lot of dope car companies came out. The only ones I didn't see Cadillac, I didn't see Lincoln, I didn't see Tesla, and I may be missing, I didn't see like Suzuki. I don't know if Suzuki even matter anymore in the car game. But it was a very cool show. A lot of like Chevy was showing off. I think Chevy, honestly, to me, my opinion only, This is not, you know, I think Chevy is number one right now in the pickup game. Like the 2500s, you know, they got the Duramax. In terms of the big boy pickups for like towing and like doing like real heavy duty work. Ram came out. Ram was pretty good. Ram had some stuff. Ram killing everybody with the interior. Ram interior is different and they technology is a little bit, you know, the screen is, they got like the Tezzy screen. I seen they had a dually. They brought out their dually. Chevy didn't bring out no dually. Because I think Chevy's more pushing the 2500s. I think, did I see a 3500 HD? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it was, they were pushing more the 2500s. I didn't really see, I think I seen one 1500. 1500 really not really, that's for lightweight work. Ford, forget about it. Ford got the F350. That's all they had. That's really the anything from the 350 under is garbage. Like if you gotta get a Ford, you gotta get a 350. If you get a 250 or 150, forget about it. Looks, you're wasting your money, depending on what you're using it for. Actually, Ford don't put no technology in the interior. They don't put no money into the interior. So, and then the other car companies that came out, like Kia came out like crazy, Hyundai, Toyota, you know, they showed all their previous vehicles they have on the market now and upcoming. Dodge showed the Chargers they had. I seen the Hellcat. Well, we see the Durango Hellcat. That's the only SUV they really they showed. I seen the RT Charger 4-door, which I didn't know it came in 4-door. I thought their whole lineup was actually 2-door, but yeah, I seen the 4-door joint, the RT, which is pretty cool. Price is affordable, is at $49,000. I think it was 420 horses, which is pretty real good for an all-wheel drive joint. I mean, it got a nice look, but you know, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be holding any weight anymore like that, but I mean, so that's yeah, it was a great show. Which and they did downstairs they had like people brought their cars, I guess, from different countries and whatever. They had a lot of Toyotas. They had this dude from Fast and Furious that I can't really like call his name right now. A couple of Fast and Furious dudes. Them Toyota Corollas, I think like 85, the one with the flip lights. They had a whole lineup of that over there. Old schools was there. They had some old schools. It wasn't like crazy old schools, but they had some old schools in there. They had a lot of like SCs and, you know, a lot of cars that's tuned and slammed down. A lot of exotic cars. I was actually thinking about putting the box Chevy in the Javits Center to display it, you know, one year, but I don't know yet. It's you have to get a sponsor, basically, and it got to sit in there for a week, which would have been like real dope for the culture, honestly, like for the people really to see a box Chevy. Like, you know, it wasn't really like no box Chevys. It was like, as I said, a lot of common, you know, foreign cars, BMWs and stuff like that, but a real put together clean box Chevy on Section 8, that would have been real dope for the Javits Center. Real dope, you know, but we see how next year go. We had there was a pretty dope old school Skylark gentleman named is Showtime. He was there. I got him on video from Legendary Muscles. he came out for the culture. He came out for the culture and did his thing. I will have that in my video. Y'all will see that. They had a company. Liquid Molly was out there. Y'all know I used 2 Liquid Molly products. So they was actually on deck, and I spoke to one of the representatives of Liquid Molly, and we had a good talk about the products, and he explained something more about products, the Liquid Molly. So, as I said, I used Liquid Molly twice. Liquid Molly is something that's new to me, just like any other products that's out. You know, it's all competition, which I get it. So, but it was a good show, man. As I said, they had, you know, the new stuff, and then downstairs you had a whole different scene. Then upstairs you had the stuff for the kids, and you had, like, you know, a lot of different vendors selling, you know, different stuff like car products, cleaners, and stuff like that. So it was pretty good event, and they doing it for the whole week. So today should be the 3rd day. And that's pretty dope. So as I said, I covered almost everything. I covered everything. So I think it's a good look that I got. I just didn't, you know, like owners of cars and maybe more different vendors, you know, I didn't, you know, get like one-on-one interviews and stuff like that, but I covered a lot though. So I had a good time. It was a lot of walking. It was, you know, if you go there, you have to, depending on, you know, if you want to see everything, man, you gotta make sure you have on some good sneakers. And they have plenty of seating areas, which is pretty good. Bathrooms available, so that's pretty good. Food all over the place. Food is, if y'all know Manhattan, food is expensive, man. I bought some empanadas and I got robbed because it was trash. You know, you just gotta you gotta get the common food that you usually get. If you get something out the ordinary, you may get robbed. So I had a good time though. So look forward to that video coming. As I said, it's gonna take me a while to edit and chop up because there's just so much footage that I'm gonna cram into, you know. And I try to give y'all raw dog footage, you know. I try not to do too much like chopping. I try to give y'all basically what it is, you know what I mean? What the camera sees, what it is, you know. And I try to give y'all all of it. So as I said, maybe it'll be an hour, a little bit more than an hour video, guaranteed, because as I said, there's just a lot I covered. So, you know, you maybe can see the little clips on the news, but I'm giving you, you know, what I think was pretty good. I'm giving you, you know, I'm breezing by certain cars, but what I think is good, basically, is what I'm giving y'all. So that's basically that. But as of today, as I said, you know, the weather's a little shaky, and I'm just beating up the road a little bit more with Renzel, just trying to get to a certain amount of miles so I could do this swap. Feeling good about Renzel. Last video, if y'all seen, I swapped out. Well, I didn't really do a full video because the microphone it wasn't on. I swapped out the oil cooler line gasket. I put the OEM because the original line actually was from AutoZone, Duralast, so I put the OEM gasket because I seen some slight, you know, oil. I didn't install it. It was installed by a shop for me. So for some reason I noticed, I guess it always happened since I got it back from the shop, but I just never paid no mind to it, that it was, it had a slight leak. So I corrected that. And what else? What else did I do from before that? You know, I did the power steering, I did transmission, I did, I did the brake caliber. Excuse me. Yeah, I did the brake caliber. So the funny thing about that, so I ordered the brake caliber. They charged me a $40 core, right? So they say they have to put something called RMA and for you to return the old caliber to get back your $40, right? But the catch with that is, if y'all know how heavy a brake caliber weighs for an Escalade or whatever it may be, it's heavy, right? So they want me to ship it back at my own expense, right? I don't know what they charging me for shipping. So think about it, right? Ooh, all right, guys, got a little bumpy here. Oh, they starting to dig up the road. Caught me off guard, boy. Ooh. When they did this, I like it. I won't say I don't like it. They doing the right thing. They digging up the road, but y'all said I did the whole thing from way back. I do like it. Yeah, this was actually messed up. This was actually, I give it to them, boy. They caught me off guard with this one. They must have did this last night. They dug this road up. They're about to smoothen this out. Ooh, wee. This is what I'm talking about. So, let me get back to what I was saying. So, they want me to ship it back at my own expense. So that's why I sent a message to these people. I'm like, are y'all paying for the shipping? Because y'all charged me a $40 call, and then y'all want me to spend money to ship it back so y'all could, like, what? How much is the shipping gonna cost? $20? Like, I don't know. So I guess I'm gonna find out how much it weighs to ship out. So if it's whatever, I guess if it's 15, I'm just gonna get back whatever, the little piece of change, whatever, I'm gonna get back something. But I'm just like, I gotta go through all that. Well, I still got the original box and all that. So if the shipping is $30, what, my PC gonna be back $10? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't kind of even like try to help me with that. Like, they should have helped me with that. Y'all big corporation, GM. Like, I really invested money in Renzel with y'all. Like, but other than that, y'all see the road. Oh man, this is great. I hope they fix it by tonight, but it's not even bad. They graded it kind of good. It's not like it's super bumpy and super messed up anyway. But ooh, I could hear them the rock pebbles hitting. It's not bad. This person right here in this Volvo was super thirsty to get in front of me. But okay. Alright, I am back. Okay, so I'm just making a U-turn and spinning back to get back onto the 495. Going back west. As I said, just quick test laps. Accumulating miles as always. Early morning, y'all already know the vibes, and traffic is, even though it's a little cloudy day, not too much people outside, which is good. I think today was Smith Haven Mall Cars and Coffee. Maybe people went out that live local, but y'all not getting me because I know it's just gonna be a waste for me because it's not gonna really be too much people outside for no cars and coffee this morning. That's for the people that's maybe gonna come outside, the people that don't really want to be in their house this morning. So, and I get it, but I'm not participating in that this morning. So I guess more next week. The weather should be a little bit, still going to be a little bit cool, but I mean not like this. Like this morning is just like little drizzle and it's going to rain. So this is basically what we're getting today. As y'all can see. Yeah. So, okay, I mean, now back to what I was saying with the caliber. So yeah, I gotta look into that. They gave me the approval to send it back, so I'm gonna look into to see what I'm gonna do. And other than that, that's it. Just just the same regular. As I said, just trying to network now, get out there, see what shows is out there, see my plan on how I'm proceeding with the summer. What makes sense? That's what I'm saying. Like, what shows make sense? Because it's to me, like, a lot of people go to shows, which is cool, but for me, it's a job. It's another job because I gotta, take the vehicle, I gotta record, I gotta edit. It's a job. So sometimes I just want to record people, honestly. I just want to go record other people's stuff. But now also when you bring your stuff, now it's another job. You got to babysit your car, this and that. You still got to run around and, it's become, that's why last year I was just beating up the road, just, going in and out, going from one show to the other show with no, what word am I looking for? It's like going there and knowing that I don't gotta babysit my car too much, or I gotta stay for the whole show. Like sometimes I don't feel like staying for the whole show, honestly, because it's actually a long day. Like after you walk around and you see everything, like do you really want to stay like 4 or 5 hours just waiting for what? I really don't go for the trophies. I go to network now, like I don't really need the validation to get a trophy. I go to network now. That's what I'm on. I'm on networking, recording. I'm showing y'all something. I like to participate. I'm not competing. I like to participate because people got a lot of dope stuff, like creativity. So I like to just show my stuff, network, and be in and out. That's kind of like the vibe I'm on. Like, I'll be in and out. Network, support, in and out. So I think that's the vibe I'm actually, that's where I kind of grown to. Like, because, like, it's just depending on, as I said, what you want to do. And that's what it is. So I really just want to network, shoot, and I'm out. I don't want to stay there for 5 hours, honestly. Because them car shows start at 8, it ends at 4, and it's like, I don't need to be there for all that time. I like to go there early before they start playing the music, record, and I'm out. So that's really the vibes I'm on. So I'm not taking orange box to every show unless somebody's sponsoring me to do a display at the show, and network wise, like a couple of dollar wise, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're getting a couple of bucks to play the whole show for 5 hours, cool. A couple of bucks is worth my time. But other than that, you gotta pay a couple of bucks to participate, right? If you want to participate for the show, you gotta pay a couple of bucks. I don't even call it a participation. I give a donation. That's what I do. I give a donation to the cause because I don't be staying. I don't stay no more. I give a donation. And that's what I tell them. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm not staying because I want to go to other shows. So basically, I'm paying for parking, honestly. Just to be in the mix, but I'm not staying. Like, all through the summer, I didn't stay. That's why how y'all think I got all that footage? Because I was in and out. A lot of them, a lot of it I went with the Charger. I always wanted to, get a Charger exposure or whatever. But a I was basically in and out, and that's kind of like where I'm gonna be at this summer too. I'm gonna be in and out. I'll go, and I want to go. If I display the car for as long as I finish networking and recording, and then I am out. So, I mean, not competing. I don't do that no more. I don't think I ever did that. Other than that, I just, do what I do. I do it for the love of the game. So, all right, but I'm at 1728, and we started, I think it was 1698. So I said I'm just racking it up, and just to get to this other oil change, and that's it. So I'm gonna tap back in with y'all when I get closer home, and we go do the walk around. And as I said, that video of the car show is coming soon. It's just I gotta do a lot of editing. So it's gonna be an hour maybe more video, because I got a lot of footage. And I wanna actually just, I wanna give it to y'all all. So whoever watched the whole thing, watch it. Whoever watched 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you're a real car person, you go watch the whole thing, because it's I'm giving y'all some dope footage. It's just something y'all couldn't participate or go to, and I got it. So it's like you actually being at the show, but it's me at the show for you. So it's gonna take me some while to edit it, process it, and upload it. Because if it's an hour thing, it may take a whole day to upload. Actually, it takes time to upload it. So we figured that out. I'll keep y'all updated on that. So, all right, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. As I said, just what the hell was that I called? That was police in the cut. I ain't even sure. As I said, I'm just I don't know. I guess the sun is not coming out, and I love them Escalades, kid. Them Escalades, that's a long sleeve. Crazy. I was mad I ain't see Cadillac at that. I ain't even see a new Tahoe. Did I see a new Tahoe? Nah, I ain't even see. They ain't even display a Tahoe. I don't know the SUV. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. So whoever made them choices, I don't know. So as I said, all right, tap back in with y'all. Let me do what I do. All right, guys. So I basically touched down. So accumulated miles as of right now is, as y'all can see, if y'all can see, 1742.3. Good motion. So I just want to share something I ordered. Focus my camera. I ordered some touch-up paint. Because as I said, I got a few little scuffs. So, got the Delco touch-up paint. Same color as Renzel. This is kind of like a red. I don't know what kind of red it is, but it's a red. I put the VIN number in. So basically, this guy is the one with the pen. It has the clear coat and the paint. They should have had something with a little bit of primer, because some of the paint came off completely, and you could see it's black, like that on the bumper. So they should have had something primer in the bottom, or clear coat in the bottom, primer in the middle, and then or whatever, paint on top, whatever. So you could do the 3 stages. But I'm gonna just try to touch up basically, the little stuff that need to be touched up. And then I noticed when I was doing the box Chevy, because now with the box Chevy, since I kind of did Renzel, anything missing from the box Chevy, because everything is basically uniform and looks the same, I catch it now because of the fact that I've been, I'm always underneath Renzel, motor underneath the truck, whatever. So it's it's similar. So this cap right here is for the transmission housing. I'm missing the cap, but that's my fault, I guess, because I had I bought a transmission actually from Jegs, and it's just a little stuff that was missing. So I always noticed that, you know, before I had Renzel, there was a hole that it was missing something, but I thought that was, you know, a hole that's supposed to be there, but it's basically a hole where you can see the flywheel. So, as I said, Renzel is basically damn near the same thing. So, they actually still sell the OEM housing cap. So I basically got that to throw on in with this. So I think that's kind of it with me ordering parts for Renzel and the box Chevy, because now it's just me more focused on just being outside. There's a lot of little things I still want to correct, don't get me wrong, because that's me. I'm like a perfectionist. So any little thing I can find, actually, I'm gonna get. Like, I still gotta do the backup sensors. So the backup sensors, I think I need a harness. So I'm gonna get an OEM harness again, actually. I tried, when I first got the truck, I just got some Amazon, basically backup sensors, maybe which should work, but I think something's with I think I messed up the harness, because the harness I had to do some MacGyver-ish, so I'm gonna get a new harness. And I'm gonna get a new harness first, and then if that don't work, then I'm gonna get new sensors. So that's how that's going. So motor gotta get cleaned up, and then eventually I'm gonna get a new battery. So this battery basically came with the truck. Battery got no expiration date, no manufacturer date, no expiration date, or nothing. I think it really just needs a manufacturer date. And yeah, that's basically how we looking, people. Basically how we looking. Motor just gotta get cleaned up, as I said. Renzel just gotta get sanitized. Little things which I want to do is I want to get rid of these clamps. Well, they snug real good. They actually maybe better than the these clamps actually. Because they snug good, but you gotta have a certain kind of tool basically to take it out. I have it. But I don't know. It's just when you have to take it out, if you really have to take it out like that, then it becomes an issue. But you know, it should really not be taken out like that. So this is how everything is broken in. Y'all see the water pump is everything is brand new, but you see when it gets the heat, it basically, this is the color is gonna change. The same thing with the manifold. What I should have did, which, you know, I don't know if I got a little cheap, I should have changed this manifold. But I changed that one. I should have, but I didn't. It wasn't nothing really wrong with this one, but I should have, because it was out already. But little things like that. So anything else with Renzel is just gonna be cosmetic. New bumper, new hood. You know, the little chrome trimmer, get that new. But this right here, as I said, I bought it like this. So I'm definitely gonna get a new bumper eventually, but not this year. I'm just gonna hit it with the touch-up paint, which I put a little bit on it yesterday right here. As I was telling y'all, you know, I hit it again, it'd be good, but the primer is the main thing. So, you know, I just wanna cascade all this black, clean that up. And I'm gonna hit it with this. As I said, I'm not fixing this now. I'm just gonna knock it in a little bit. Do the touch-up paint on that. That's it. Same thing right here. With the touch-up paint, not really doing nothing too much there. And any little spots where I need to put the touch-up paint, that's basically what I'm gonna do for Renzel for now. That's it. Clean up Renzel. You're on the road. It's time to beat up the road, people. Y'all ready to see the vibes? Basically, got a lot. Always got a lot. Basically, that's it, man. That's it. Got the pants wet. You know, I did a little thing, put the WeatherTech. I love these WeatherTechs. The only thing is I didn't get the one for the third row, so I just put this right here. Not like anybody's really going back there like that. But, you know, it's just peanut butter, and the peanut butter the person that had this before me, I guess, I don't know if they ain't have mats. They just ran up in this just without mats, but it got filthy. So I try to clean the peanut butter up myself with an extractor. I maybe should have took it to one of these detailing spots because they got more of a heavy duty machine and more solution. Maybe I'll do that in the future. But maybe I will find, I was trying to look for some third row mats. I know they gotta sell it. But for some reason WeatherTech didn't have it. They had it for the long sleeve, the ESV, but I didn't see it for the base model for some reason. And yeah, I mean, so I'll just do something back here for now, just in case, you know, I run into a situation where somebody gotta jump in the back. At least they won't like really just kill my carpet. As I said, I gotta sanitize the third row seats again. I gotta clean it. I got leather cleaner and moisturizer. It's just I really have to really spend some time and scrub and clean because it's peanut butter. Like, you know, like really scrub and clean. And even the back headliner, I actually really wanted to change this headliner. I wanted to go black suede. I like black suede. That's like my signature thing. I'm gonna look into it. I don't think this year, but I'm gonna look into doing a black headliner. I want a black headliner. I don't care if the car's painted. I like, but it gotta be super clean and super neat. Like, this is cloth, so I'm gonna do. I maybe, you never know. I maybe do the Alcantara suede, people. That'd be crazy. Or maybe do a brown. Now, if I don't do a black, do a cocoa brown, basically headliner. So I'm gonna look into that. That's on the bucket list. It's on the bucket list. We see how this year go. Maybe we'll do that. So, all right. Well, as I said, just wanted to just, you know what I mean, chop it up with y'all, give y'all, you know, the little update of the day. And as I said, it's Easter Sunday, you know what I mean? Whoever believes in Easter Sunday and, you know, practice basically, you know, the holiday, and you already know. So, Life of Mike LS, catch you on the next one. Look at the back end videos and look forward to that New York City International Car Show video that I'm cooking up. I got the footage, as I said. It's just me putting it together and me pushing it out there. So look forward to that. That's coming soon. In a few days. It's not gonna happen in a few days. I got y'all. All right, Life of Mike LS. Catch you on the next one.